after is settled.
Investor-friendly policies, thriving tourism sector, and the diverse opportunities across sectors, Zanzibar offers a secure, profitable, and visionary environment for global investors.
The revolutionary government of Zanzibar, your attention. I assure you that Zanzibar is politically, socially, and economically stable, making it an ideal investment destination. My government is committed to continuing our role to provide a conducive and friendly environment for private investment and business opportunities. We are looking forward to hosting and partnering with you to invest in Zanzibar now. Karibuni sana.
A land of unparalleled beauty, rich heritage, and endless possibilities, nestled along the sparkling waters of the Indian Ocean. This island is more than just a tropical paradise. It is a dynamic business hub, a gateway to global markets, and a place where investment opportunities are boundless. This is Zanzibar, a place where strategic location meets opportunity. Positioned at the crossroads of Africa, the Middle East, and beyond, Zanzibar boasts an international airport with direct access to key global cities and a deep water port that facilitates international trade. As a proud member of the East African community, Zanzibar opens the door to the market of over 500 million people, making it an ideal hub for trade, commerce, and logistics. Adding to its growing economic potential is the Micheweni Special Economic Zone, a bold initiative designed to drive industrialization, innovation, and a large-scale investment in key sectors. With a state-of-art infrastructure, investor-friendly policy, and strategic connectivity, Micheweni is set to become a regional powerhouse for manufacturing, logistics, and trade. The island is on the path towards economic transformation, offering a secure, profitable, and stable environment for investors in diverse sectors. 2.3 million visitors, and with over 800 hotels for exclusive and eco-conscious travel experiences. Provide a unique chance to create sustainable retreats, marine conservation projects, and niche hospitality ventures, catering to the growing market for exclusive and eco-conscious travel experiences. The blue economy in Zanzibar offers immense untapped potential in sustainable fisheries, in food security, and as a regional logistics hub. Invest in Zanzibar's blue economy for a prosperous and sustainable future. Use commercial and retail spaces, for housing solutions to accommodate the urbanizing population. Goods, pharmaceutical manufacturing to meet both local and regional demands. Textile and garment productions, capitalizing on expanding international markets. Zanzibar's manufacturing sector is primed for high returns and long-term. Is more than just a destination. It is an economic powerhouse in the making. With its strategic location, investor-friendly policies, thrive.
Can we all clap our hands as we take our seats? Your Excellency, kindly take your seat. Please, delegates, please take your seats. Your Excellency, Dr. Hussein Ali Mwinyi, the President of Zanzibar and the Chairman of the Revolutionary Council, whom we are all very delighted to have him with us this morning as our guest of honor. Can we all please put our hands together for the guest of honor? Our hands together for him. We are delighted and honored this morning to have with us Mama Mariam Mwinyi, the First Lady of Zanzibar. Can we all put our hands together for her as us, Honorable, the Deputy Minister of Finance from the United Republic of Tanzania. With us also, Honorable Economy and Investment. Let's put our hands together for him. A host, Mr. Muhammad. Your Excellency, we have a host, Mr. Muhammad, and delighted to have Ambassador John Simbachawene of Tanzania in Brazil. All those representing and Principal Secretary and Permanent Secretaries present, distinguished delegates, members of the press, ladies, sustainable development, as we are shaping Zanzibar's next growth story. Your Excellency, allow me without further ado to invite for the welcoming remarks.
Your Excellency, Dr. Hussein Ali Mwinyi, President of Zanzibar and Chairman of Honorable Sharif Sharif, Minister of Labor, and dedication to Minister of Labor, and dedication to creating enable environment for investment is one of the most promising investment destination in the region. Make opportunities. Your Excellency, distinguished guests, the objective of this summit is not only showcasing Zanzibar. Objective of this summit is not only showcasing Zanzibar's investment potential and dialogue between government, investors, support commitment throughout the preparation process of this important national event.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, President of Zanzibar, Dr. Hussein Ali Mwinyi, Honorable Ministers, distinguished representatives of the Government of the Global Gateway Strategy, the European Union's offer for a renewed partnership to focus on all of which are necessary to have a predictable and sustainable and stable business environment, which in turn is key to attract private investment. In Tanzania, including as well as 2 health facilities serving over 16,000 patients. Through our blue economy for job creation and agriculture value chains, as well as first one in September.
Classification. The future lies in the blue economy, agro-processing.
Ladies and gentlemen, this year's summit is held under the theme, Promoting Investment Diversification for Sustainable Development in Zanzibar, Shaping Zanzibar's Story. This important theme reflects our collective ambition to diversify Zanzibar economy by unlocking new opportunities. The discussions and engagement throughout this summit will therefore focus on how investment can drive innovation, industrial development, job creation, infrastructure expansions, and greater participation of local enterprises and youth in the economy. Allow me to briefly reflect on the activities of this important 3-day summit. On the first day, our distinguished delegates had the opportunity to participate in the important role of the Zanzibar diaspora community in contributing to investment, innovation, knowledge transfer, and economic development. His Excellency, Dr. Hussein Mwinyi, Zanzibar has continued to implement strategic reforms aimed at improving ease of doing business. We recognize that investment thrives where there is a
to broaden the foundation of our economy, to reduce dependency on any, and to build an economic base that is more resilient resilient. These are meaningful achievements. These are meaningful achievements, and we intend to sustain and build on them. However, sound economic policy, however productive, remains exposed to external pressures. Shifts in global markets, changes in consumer behavior, in international connectivity. Responsible economic management means reducing those exposures over time by developing a broader and more balanced, can be competitive, more avenues through which investment can flow, and more pathways through which our people, particularly our young people, the economy. Diversification does not mean abandoning what works. Tourism will mean abandoning what works. Tourism will remain a priority, but it must be complemented by growth in the blue economy, in manufacturing. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me now to speak about what Zanzibar can offer and why something very clearly today. Modern buildings alone do not create investor confidence. True investor confidence comes from security, from stability and legal certainty. We are working to strengthen digital governance systems, more and digitally protected. Investment procedures become faster and clearer. Investor rights are safeguarded, and business disputes are handled within a fair. We are interested in investment incentive programs designed to support serious investors in tourism, registration and immigration into a single facilitation interface. The aim is straightforward. To reduce the time and complexity involved, to share with you the current economic data, because the case for investing in Zanzibar is not built on projections alone. It is built on projections alone. It is supported by a track record of measures. Zanzibar's youth population is growing, and with it, both a responsibility and an opportunity. With the right investment in education, skills, and enterprise, our demographic profile, fintech, and technology entrepreneurship. The detailed sector opportunities are documented and available. And in the world, I say this: if you believe in long-term opportunity, if you seek growth in a peaceful and strategic location, if you want to become part of Africa's
Your Excellency, thank you very much for your speech, and we are very honored that you have still a bit of time to stay with us. Allow me now to bring on to the next session a panel that is going to discuss and elaborate and probably ponder where the state is the managing partner of Ubunifu Gisa, the head of transaction banking, NMB Bank. Karibu sana, Miss Linda. give a warm round of applause. Your Excellency, this panel
that is in front of us this morning is what defines Zanzibar's next growth phase. As His Excellency has just observed, this is not a marketing us. In the last few decades, we have seen Zanzibar grow, stall, and grow again from a handful of hotels scattered across the island to where we have currently reached on this development success story. The conditions of today, that's what we're here to explore. So if I can start off with a few brief introductions. Honorable Sharif, the Minister for Labour and Investment, someone who has sat on all sides of the investment conversation, the processes, delivering on the ground, which gives him a perspective that matters in conversations like this. And Mr. Graham Stewart Leslie chairs the Hotel Association of Zanzibar, bringing with him broad leadership experience, policy and reform, gives you the greatest confidence that we are ready to deliver on them.
Thank you very much, Bob McKenna. Thank you, the audience. Should I start with the status quo? The world now is changing. The geopolitics, the external shocks that we have. His Excellency has mentioned in his speech, there are a lot of progression that is going on to transform economy in this country. And to me, I think we need to shift as well. We don't exploit as much as we can. So we have to expand that side as well. But when we talk about a blue economy as such, there are a lot of resources. There's capital, human capital. It's important as well, because when we look at this, when we start giving them like startups, one of the countries that they are doing very good in that is France. They create millionaires in their programs. We can do that for our youth as well. We create myths in our country, but we think
also very key and strategic shareholders, primarily the Arise Group or the
development, 2 different projects, one in Nungwi, one in Chikwani. We're handing development 2 different projects, one in Nungwi, one in Chikwani. We're handing over one this year, one next year. In a 2.5 is consistency and clarity. That sets and paves the way for everything that every investor wants. Investors like myself, I was in supporting the development structure, right? I have to ship everything from China. Why can't we make certain cabinets here? Why can't we have the genuine will of the government, this administration? You're already seeing it. So just keep going down that pathway, and I'll keep sitting in the back seat and ride it all the way to the end. So that's
the diversification, the broadening of the manufacturing base is clearly something that the government are already taking very seriously. So Graham, coming on to you now, I mean, hospitality has been the foundation that Zanzibar's
Goes to the heart, actually, of your policy, which is very much to embrace the globe and make Zanzibar open for business, and has been, I think, explained very eloquently here. Actually, 200 years ago, fuel trade, the fuel then was, of course, the wind, the monsoons. So it became this incredible center of actual commerce, not just in a tourism perspective, but actually in the welcoming of investment, because it is ultimately based about respect, it's based about openness, it's based about transparency. And I think, but actually through adversity, of course, adversity, of course, adversity is the mother of innovation. Adversity is the mother of innovation, Mheshimiwa Saraga. So, I think that we will find solutions for this. I think this is going to. I think that we will find solutions for this. I think this is going to be great moving forward. What that we need to do to move forward on that. Agriculture-wise, when we get the cold chains working the way they need to work, we have an amazing cold chains working the way they need to work. We have an amazing spice island that we've all lived and grown up and seen in our spice island that we've all lived and grown up and seen in our time here. Innovation, IT, I think the world's wide open and amity, and I think Zanzibar could become a glowing light of how to
thing that would tell you that Zanzibar's next growth phase has genuinely begun. I'll start with you, Graham.
in 3 years.
In 3 years.
Create the underlying support of this. But I would say in 3 years, come back with a fresh $1 billion of. But I would say in 3 years, come back with a fresh $1 billion of completed non-hotel, non-real estate type investments. Non-hotel, non-real estate type investments.
Mheshimiwa.
Huge confidence that Zanzibar, we can do dreams, we can make things happen, especially with the leadership.
That we've discussed today.
And we shall only take 3 questions, so I already have. And we shall only take 3 questions, so I already have seen the 2 hands. Please bear with us, interest of time. Please bear with us, interest of time. Karibu.
I just wanted to get on to what Mr. Maxwell had said. I wanted to know, what type of initiatives would you look at to bring in more foreign investment, let's say from the US or the EU? Bring in more foreign investment, let's say from the US or the EU? And how could you implement from software into more agentic, we could say, services? So how would you look at implementing that into this? So how would you look at implementing that into the real estate sector of Zanzibar? Thank you.
Do you create in edutech technology? Thank you.
And a final question, please, to respond to them.
Thank you very much. My name is Swedi Yunus. I'm the CEO of a company called Tanzanj Investment. I facilitate. My question is to Mheshimiwa Sharif. It's in relation to, I liked the statement that Tegisa just mentioned, trickling down to the common. We're talking about prosperity. From the EU, I heard prosperity, potential. But can we assess, in terms of corporate social responsibility, our policies and local content?
Okay, we have a broad cross range, or a broad cross section of questions there. I think starting with the first gentleman who was talking about SMEs, did you want to?
To us, but to the government as well. When we talk about SME in Zanzibar, this is, and now we have even improved, we are talking about every kind of needs to these sectors. Now we are talking of have an empowerment program that helps SMEs. They get credit from very important programs that was launched by his improves SME do well. And in regards to, can I answer the other questions?
Please do.
And Minister Soraga, that deals with digitalization and innovation, which is so important. We were talking, and I'm very happy that Max's system, mobile networks that are used to make sure that you do your payment. We want to go even further. You do your payment. We want to go even further to have a cashless payment system in Zanzibar. So all these still a bill payment system in Zanzibar. So all these still a bill. It has to go through Parliament decisions, which deals with corporate social responsibility, to make sure that all these investors, corporate social responsibility, to make sure that all these investors who are coming here, whether it's
Asante Mheshimiwa. So diversification is across all aspects of economic growth. The opportunity across all aspects of economic growth. The opportunities are there. Transparencies are there. Transparency is there. Digitalization is there, and all of the things.
My chief of staff is the construction sector as much as we possibly can. Sometimes
as they take a group photo, Your Excellency, allow me now to bring onto the podium for a brief remark on
sector as much as we possibly can.
as they take a group photo, Your Excellency, allow me now to bring onto the podium Mr. George Mukono, the Director of Investment Promotion from Tanzania.
Your Excellency, so one issue is introducing the value facility for financing those bankable projects. Facility for financing those bankable projects. What I need to highlight before I invite those panelists, but also I give what I need to highlight before I invite those panelists, but also I give the podium to the moderator to continue. Thank you.
Opportunity. Allow me to bring onto the stage Dr. Juma Malika Kill, our Minister of Finance, as he comes to the stage. Let's welcome him with a big round of applause. Talia Guerra. She's coming from the Investment Promotion Section, Division of Investment and Enterprise at UNCTAD. As she comes onto the stage, let's give her a warm round of applause as well. We have with us and delighted to introduce and welcome to the stage Dr. Yamungu Kayandabila, Deputy Governor, Bank of Tanzania. Let's give him a round of applause. I would also like to bring onto the stage, last but not least, Mr. Ramzi Ajami, who is the Senior Area Advisor Eastern. We are discussing in Zanzibar, and allow me to begin my question with Honorable Juma Malika Kill, the financial ecosystem to support investors.
And from the entry point that, of course, most of investments in Zanzibar, most of investments in Zanzibar, most of projects in Zanzibar.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Your Excellency, allow me now to follow up my questions with Honorable Mudrik Ramadan Soraga, the Minister decisions today. What defines top performing investment decision and destinations today, and where would you position, or where?
I'm from Latin America, from Venezuela, and I'm very privileged to be here. We were doing
able to go through. I'm talking of political, triplicate our budget, making sure that we are building up infrastructure that will be.
Do we have exhibitors in the room? Do we have exhibitors? Those who exhibited his final photo as well.